Hi, good evening, everybody. Hey, I'm Mr. Latta, and I'm joined by tech team, Mr. Leon, and we're going to talk to you about tech safety and primarily securely. And so we kind of divided it up into three different sections as we talk about securely and tech safety. One, what the school is doing. Two, what you can do there at your home as parents and guardians. And then three, what the student can do as well. Okay, so that's why I called in the Metro Tech Guru with me to help me walk us all through this. All right, so the three things that you're going to kind of hear about tonight, you're going to hear about securely, and I'm sure you might have already heard about that a little bit from your from some of your students, your children. But you're also going to hear about JAMF parent, and then we're also going to talk about just what students can do online to kind of help keep them safe. One of the ways that we help to keep our students safe online and also focused online is through what we call Securly, securely.com. It provides a cloud-based web filtering technology that we use for our students. I'm sure that many of you can attest, students sometimes can get distracted. I know, surprise. But students can get distracted online with between the games and movies and TV shows and YouTube and on and on and on and on and on, all the different things that are out there to distract them. I mean, this as parents, it's hard for us to stay focused online. So, of course, it will be hard for a sixth, seventh, or eighth grader to stay focused. So, but one of the things that we try to help to do with our students is we offer this service, securely.com, to help manage screen time. It helps to manage devices. It will actually help you to manage their devices. And it will actually help you to be able to monitor what it is that they're on. You can actually look real time, or you can look real time and see what they are searching. You can see real time what they are on. So if your child is at home and you are at work, you can always look on Securely and say, hey, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be in social studies or math. Why are you on YouTube? So you can have that ability to check and balance them as well. So Securely recognizes lots of different terms and lots of different words. It would actually flag anything that is concerning, not just in internet searches, but also in things that they type in their email, also in their Google Drive as well. So if there's any type of cyberbullying going on, it automatically flags it and it sends it to all the administration at Metro, the tech team, the counselors.
The way that we have it set up, it only tracks the school-issued device and anything that's logged into a school-issued email. You can get it for your own personal devices or for a personal kid if you want it to, but that's something where you would have to go to securely.com to figure out. Everyone is automatically signed up for Securely, and you will receive an email every Sunday. You should get the top 5 sites they visit, and if you click on that link, it'll show you even more, and you can log in and find everything that your students have been up to.
So it's web-based. There's also an app as well. And if you actually use your smartphone, because you're going to get an email every Sunday, I believe. When you get that email, if you actually have the app downloaded, it will actually let you see real time. You could actually use that while you're out somewhere or whatnot and see what your child is searching. Very useful tool. And it's also very user-friendly as well. So if students are posting anything that is alarming or concerning, whether that is some suicidal ideation or some self-harm or bullying, like I said before, they don't have to suffer. It's actually sent to the tech team, the administrators, and myself. So that way we'll actually notify you and say, hey, this is what's going on. They are searching something that might be inappropriate or might be seen as inappropriate for a school device. Here are some things that you can do on your end to keep your child safe. Now, there's one layer of security with Securely, but also you have a modem at home, and you can actually change those modems. Mr. Leon can talk you through a little bit more about how to do that. There's a way that you can actually go in your modem. If you have whatever your internet provider is, you should be able to log into their app or your account, and you should be able to set some parameters there as well. which is a very good tool. So all of the internet providers offer that.
What you're seeing on your screen right now, OpenDNS, is something that you can definitely set up at home. Somebody asked about protecting other devices that their students may be using. It's something I use here at my house, but OpenDNS is basically a DNS filtering where whenever any traffic comes out of your house, it's going to check a list of rules first before it allows that device, any device in your house, to get out to the internet. And it's a very good tool to definitely keep security on your stuff. Make sure that you're not even downloading things that you don't want getting downloaded in your environment in general, so you don't get any viruses, as well as monitoring traffic.
Some other things that is out there. This is what you can do as a parent as well. So one, you can change the settings on your modem, and you can block out many other things as well. You can also set time limits on how long your student can be online if they're using other devices other than their school device. But one thing that is a godsend is JAMF Parent. You can actually download the JAMF Parent app. I know you say, oh, another app. But you can download the JAMF Parent app on the App Store and on Google Play. And you can also use that as well. And you can actually control parents. Don't tell your children. You can actually control their device, their school device. And you can put some parameters around how long they can be on it, what they can be on, when they can be on it, and that type of thing. And so JAMF Parent is a phenomenal tool that we have out there.
When you set up JAMF Parent, it's on your kids' devices under self-service app. You'll see an icon that looks just like the icon you see on the screen right now. And it's pretty quick and easy to set up, and you can control pretty much anything that device can do. You can say what apps can be used, what websites can be used. And we keep control of it during the school hours, but after school hours, the parent can have complete control over that part of the device.
If you have multiple children that attend Metro, you can scan all of their iPads, and you can have control over all their devices. And just with a click of a button, you can see how much battery life they have if they've been charging it at night like they were supposed to. If they're on games, you can block out different games, or shopping. If you have some students that like to shop quite a bit, you can do that as well. You can set time limits as well and restrict some of the things that they can do with their device. Very useful tool. Here's some other things as well. So you can see, you can set the time limit here for the different apps. You can go through and you can be app specific, or you can do it for all of them. For the internet, if they're a news junkie, you can set some limits on things of that nature as well. If you know that your child is supposed to be studying between 3 and 5 or 4 and 5 or whatnot, you can set that time to make sure everything is blocked except for what they need to be on as far as Schoology and other things they need to get their work done. And last but not least, this is what the student can do. So we talked about what the school is doing with Securely. We talked about what you can do as far as the modem, and also as far as using the JAMF Parent app. Now, help your child to take care of their device. Their device is very expensive. Their device is delicate. They use it every day. And so they're going to need to take care of that iPad in order to make it successfully through the year. So the first thing is keep the iPad in the case. What you see here is an example of what can happen if the iPad is treated poorly and not taken care of. Those cases are military grade. Am I right, Mr. Leon? Yes. If you take it outside of the case, then they are kindergarten grade. You got to make sure you keep it in the case. All right? Keep it in the case. And don't allow others to use the iPad. I know that siblings and cousins and friends come over, but the only person that should be using that school-issued device is that student, because that is their device and it is assigned to them. All right? So if anybody's looking up anything that is inappropriate for a school-issued device, even if it's on the weekend, it's going to come back to that child. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, if you have your device in the case, your damage is covered by insurance. So it would only be $50 for a repair. If your device comes back like the devices we see right here, you're going to get charged for the entire device because that was obviously not in a case.
Also, those cases are reused every year, so please make sure you take care of the case. Do not put stickers on them. Do not draw on them. And so just make sure that your child is taking good care of them as well. Don't pick at the keys. If you pick at the keys, those keys will fall off, and then you don't have an R or an S or whatever key that you just picked off. Okay, and then that has to be repaired. Okay, so that's actually what those fees go to. That you see those fees for your student, they go to help for the upkeep of those devices. Also, we encourage you to have your student never share their password with their friends. You would not believe how much drama and how much chaos can be started if their passwords are shared with their friends. Their password should be their password. It should not be something that they share with their friends, their cousins, their neighbors, or whomever. Even if it's their best friend since kindergarten, sometimes things happen and then they become frenemies. Then they end up maybe even hacking into each other's devices and maybe doing some harm to their work or something like that. So just make sure they never share their passwords with anyone, unless it's you. They can share their passwords with you because many times they forget their passwords. Make sure that they do not share their passwords with their friends. Always send appropriate emails. It is important, it's imperative that they send professional emails to their teachers. Make sure that they are using a proper grammar, that they're not using the same language that they text with when they are sending out a professional email to their teacher. Their teachers are going to send professional emails back to them, and we ask that students do the same as well. So that goes both ways. This is our contact info. You can always contact Mr. Porter at themetroschool.org and me at Latta at themetroschool.org. And we'll be glad to help you with whatever we can help you with just to keep your child safe and focused all throughout the day.